Assalamu alaikum. Hope you are doing well. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon.
So in this video we are going to solve Power Query challenge survey response. So if you go into this particular website, I will put the link in the description. So you will get this free download, and if you click on that, it will open this Excel file, okay, from the SharePoint. So like this one. So you can just download this file, save as, download a copy. Now let me open this. So basically the challenge is that we need to remove double or triple space from this column, and we need to convert this particular option 1, option 2, option 3, these to true and false flag, the 3 separate column. It's mentioned that there will be only 3 column maximum, and then we need to remove these columns that start with this sys. Okay. So remove any current and future column that begins with sys. Allow for other future additional non-sys column to be automatically included. All but one space between the name in the first column and true and false flag for these 3 response. Okay. So we can just do Ctrl Alt APT. So it will open this Power Query editor and it will grab that information. So we need to first do this removing stuff. Okay, so we need to remove all the columns that start with sys. So I can just say equals table column names, right? And then I can just put it here that we need to get this table column names. So this is, now I can just select. So list dot select, we can just select only those column which start with sys. So each text dot start with, and that is text and that is sys. So it's not mentioned that if it's case sensitive or not. So I'm going to consider case insensitive, this one. Now we already have this column, so remove column list, right? Now in this next step I just want to remove those columns. So table dot remove column, so this one. So the table reference is that source step and this is that column list. Now you can see that we already remove all those sys prefix column. Now we need to do this splitting. So I can just rename this that columns start with sys. So after we remove this column we start with sys, we need to convert this one to true and false. Okay. So for that I will write one small function. So I'm going to create another new query and other source blank query. Okay. So basically I'll put this as a test start text, and so let's say convert option to boolean or logical. Now what I'll do, just use text or split, and then I'll just split it by semicolon, and so we split this by semicolon. Now we don't need the last option because we have this semicolon at the end of this text. So what I'll do, I'll just use another step, list dot remove last n. So I'll put this list and 1. So I get this option 1 and options 2. So I can just say options, rename this to remove blank options. Now I'll add one list transformation here. So list transform. So I'll create dummy list. So 1 2 3. So basically these are option 1, option 2 and option 3. Now I'm just checking that list dot contains. So I'm going to check in this list that if this option space and then text dot from underscore is present or not. So I'll add each in this section. Now we have these options true, false and true. So now if you see option 1 and option 3, so option 2 should be false. So we have that option, right? So to logical, so we get this function. Now I'll just use this function in this particular column. So I'll just say table dot transform columns, transform columns. So this is the table reference and this column transformation is that, so let's see this column name, and then the transformation is that each fx convert to boolean. So that is the transformation, and this is not converted yet to function. So I'll go into this advanced editor, put source, I'll add input text as text and it will return as list. Now I can just make this comments for debugging purpose. I can just put source equals to input text. So now it's function. Now if I go into this, I do have this true true true, I do have this true false true and so on. Now this is column transformation. Now if you read the instruction, so we need to remove this double and triple space. So I'm going to write another small function to do this, because text.trim just trim trailing and ending space, so that is not going to work for my case. So I'll just say text split. So I split this text by space. So split it. The next step is that list dot select, because I don't want to keep any space in my list. So I'll just say h underscore is not equals to a space. The third step that I just need to combine them again. So text dot combine. So this is the list and the separator is a space. So we get back this name clean enough, right? So I'll just make little bit useful name. So words, remove space, join words. Okay. Now I can just convert this one to a function as well. So I'll just put input text as text, it will return a text. So this source is equal input text. I'll comment the upper step for debugging purpose. Now why I am doing this, because I want to do this transformation in a single step. Okay, so I'll add another transformation in this section. It's not mandatory to put the transformation in order, and this transformation is each fx, I didn't change the name, so let me change this name, fx stream or something like that. Go into this fx stream underscore. I need to put one more second parent in this section. Now this is good, right? This remove that extra space, and this is like true and false. Now I can just extract values. Once I have this particular section that true and false, so I can just create 3 columns out of this. So now we need to convert this into 3 columns. So I can convert this into a array code. So like this is option 1, this is option 2, and this is option 3. So I can do this one more operation. So let's say table.transform column. This is that table name, and this is that column name, and transformation is that record.froms list. So this record will be this list will be this each, and then column will be option 1, option 2, and then option 3. And now we do have this record. Now we can just expand these records. Now option 1, option 2, and option 3. So I can just do this converting in this section, or better I can just do this conversion in this section as record. Now I can just say that now let's skip this. So now we already have this. Come on. So now we convert to record. Now I get this final output, this result. Now I can just dump this table on. So let me rename this to clean data. And then dump this one. Output. So that's it. So thank you for watching. So let's say if I try to add some test column, so let's say add one more column in this section, and so let's say if I do refresh, it gives me this column 1, so that's good. Let's say if I add one more column for sys type, sys text, and if I go into this and do this refresh, so you can see that that column is not coming in this section. So that's good. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.